The Zips will kick it away to start. Looking for blockers. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Eastern Michigan Eagles offense is on the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Eagles can really attack on this second and short. Trying play action. Oh, they get the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Well, after the quarterback put the ball on the deck, he went into damage control mode and was able to get back on top of it.
Yeah, he's really lucky. And remember, quarterbacks, they're not practicing the same ball security as running backs are, per se, each and every week in practice, but that's no excuse. That quarterback has got to do a better job putting on it.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Zips offense will have its first possession of the game. They're led by a sensational signal caller. And Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary. And there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of.
It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. The give out of the gun. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25. And the Zips moving quickly to the line. Let's talk about Akron. Just a few games remaining. They're atop the conference standings. Jesse, how hard is it not to look ahead at this point?
Really, really hard, because everybody's talking conference championship, who you might play. You still got to deal, and you still got to take care of business on the field today. That's the most important thing. It's been a phenomenal season up to this point, David. Great things ahead potentially, but you got to win this one today.
Well, and I think that's what's really important. It's a great start, and now it's about finishing the season. To be at the top is awesome, but you can't lose a conference game or 2 conference games and get yourself out of the mix here right at the end when you're so close to the finish line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Might be calling a hot route. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Winning that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down. The Zips are marching down the field. Snap in the shotgun. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Zips. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And it's got the extra point. And it's 7-0 to start this game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. The Eagles with myriad options after The play action fake. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. He'll do it himself. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Klein. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far.
He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air on first down. Looking to buy time. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB, scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Lost the fire on second down. Heaves it deep. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. They're within field goal range on the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on third and long. Dropping back, it's Klein. Got a man, it's Wilkins. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires up. It's picked up. He's knocked down, but what a way to come up with the interception. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They'll run the screen. Going the other way, and he's got room. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That'll put a smile on the OC's face to get a little breathing room. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Zips want to move quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Looking for a physical attack from the downstairs. Got the first down and more. And what a move this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Zips with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Makes the
There's a lot of communication when it comes to defenses. Like, you have to talk. You have to understand, if somebody does this, I have to do this. I have to pass off wide receivers. Apparently, the communication was busted.
From the gun. Trying to bail in. He's into the end zone.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. Found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. Gives it to the back on the draw. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. And the Eagles have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. At the end of the quarter, guys, it's Akron holding the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Klein. There's the pressure. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes the catch at the 35. He gets it back. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. Good execution. They moved the sticks, and they got it at the 33. And the Zips come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Shoots it to the left. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The Zips are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Runs through a tackle.
I'm not a huge analytics guy, but on 4th and 1, if you're going to get pushed like that from your own line, I say go for it every time.
Goes to the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
To have a receiver like this as a quarterback is you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's Klein. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover. And the offense falls.
Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. He's got it! Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold it. Okay.
They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Flushed out of the pocket. Fires on the move. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the grab on the right. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. And the Zips will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun, running back gets the give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to it. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, as a defense, you're going to give up plays, and receivers are going to make nice catches, but it's your job to limit the damage. Great job by the defense. As soon as he catches the football, they get him on the ground. Don't allow any of those big plays after the catch.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Pulls it in the 1st down. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Zips want to crank the tempo. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole.
the closest guy to the football, man. It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Might be changing the route. You've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. And he's going to score.
This thing's turning into a route. It's turning into a route quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done. It just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you dial in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. To the air, it's Klein. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Gets rid of it. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. To wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He lobs one high down the left side. It's an stride inside the 10. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Eagles.
And they didn't start this first half the way you wanted to, but at least they're ending on a positive note. At least they're saying, guys, we put a drive together. We scored. We need some plays to go our way, but the offense has got some positive momentum, and that is a great thing going into the half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Wants to throw. It's Klein. Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. He'll start this third quarter with a run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Good timing on the kick. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They give it to him again.
Here's the thing. Not a great one. The offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
You got that cheat code offense.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on third down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted number 19.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
Behind the line, it's Black. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Klein. Target down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Here we go. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Over the middle, it's Edwards. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Edwards. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Zips heading quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Zips in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. And the Zips are rolling down the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And they're
There's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on third. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it over. Makes a grab past the marker. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it.
Fourth down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Zips. Follow the block. The offensive line will take it down.
Man, that's a run. Most of the time when you see the players, a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I had. They clearly found that dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Back to throw. It's Klein. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Got room at the 35. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. The RPO fire complete to the left. And into the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan. He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback making checks. Running to Green. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. He lets one fly deep. Makes the grab outside. There he goes. Touchdown, Blackman. Once he got scored, it was over. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. It's been no shot. No idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. we got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Gives it on the option. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. They pick up a 6. And the Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. The Eagles have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking for a crease. It's hooked. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground. Knocked out at the 28-yard line. Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll ride the hot hand. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Eagles can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going. It squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now on top. Makes a grab over the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring.
Here we go.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Oh, there it is. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Hit as he throws. Touchdown, Eagles. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And he makes the extra point. So an 82-yard drive there. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Zips want to pick up the tempo.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I like...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Taking it the other way. They finally make the stop. stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Well, the defense isn't quitting. They're obviously down big here in the fourth quarter with just a little bit of time left. Obviously, it'll take a Herculean effort to come back.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
Bring in the heat. He holds one deep down the left side. Probably dropped it, just didn't hook it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on down. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Still running at the 40. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
Man, this just starts to hurt your pride, right? You're down by several scores. It's in the fourth quarter. They keep making big plays. This is something where you just got to pump up, got to do something about it.
Gordon White nudging in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. From the gun. Touchdown, Zip. Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team just blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads through the field. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Let's go!
Wants to go up top. Finds his back in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
Rides the back and leads it. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. 1 touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. wants to go up top on first down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long. Early or late, up front, moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
He's going to run it. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. From the 49, they're going to spin that wheel of fortune and try it on 4th and long. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on down.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Got a little space. Tying it on. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And the Zips can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. They get to him as he throws. Just about had another one picked up. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
You know, I'll give it to the defense here. Obviously, it has not been their day, and this offense has gone up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard. But you're still seeing this defense compete. And on 3rd and long, expecting pass, everybody on the same page, get the incompletion. That's something positive that their coaching staff can point to when they review the film.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. You can't win by...
Lofts one high and deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into a locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit. It's